The Health Minister says he's comfortable with KFC's sponsorship deal at this year's Rugby League World Cup. Jonathan Coleman is also Sports Minister. Here's our political editor, Benedict Collins.
KFC will be an official partner at this year's tournament, which kicks off in October and runs for 5 weeks. As part of the deal, KFC will have its branding and messages displayed on field signage and on the video referee board at matches played in Australia and New Zealand. Consumer New Zealand Chief Executive Sue Chetwin slammed the sponsorship deal, saying the link between fast food, obesity and rugby league fans was particularly insidious. The Sports Minister Jonathan Coleman, who is also the Health Minister, says while he understands those views, fast food sponsorship of sport is a reality in New Zealand.
And I could see why people would say that, but the fact is, at the same time, many of these events, and I'm talking specifically around grassroots sport, just wouldn't happen without food and drink sponsorship, and that's the balance you've got to achieve. You know, what is the bigger problem?
The Greens co-leader James Shaw is surprised by those comments.
I don't think it was a great look for Minister Coleman as the Minister of Health to be supporting a fast food outlet, you know, to support a sports program, because, you know, we do have kind of real issues here in New Zealand, and I would have thought he would have gone the other way on it.
New Zealand First's Sport and Recreation spokesperson Clayton Mitchell says with New Zealand's shocking obesity rates, the sponsorship is not appropriate. And he doesn't buy Dr. Coleman's argument that sport would suffer without fast food sponsorship.
I don't agree with that. I think, you know, there are places for sports to get better funding and more appropriate funding. I think this is an indication that might actually, you know, come to be true, that I think there are people out there that would get in behind a great event like the Rugby League World Cup. KFC, look, I just don't think it's right.
The Minister for Pacific Peoples, Alfred Naru, wasn't aware of the KFC deal, but says the government is doing all it can to fight obesity.
The focus of what we're trying to do is all around sort of issues around NCDs, non-communicable diseases, which includes a lot of our Pacific population. So it's around the diabetes. I know our district health boards have been working really hard to be able to get a whole lot of plans out.
Not a bit worried that KFC sponsorship undoes all that work a bit?
Well, I don't know about the KFC sponsorship, so can't really comment about that.
KFC declined to be interviewed. New Zealand Rugby League issued a statement saying the World Cup 2017 is an independent event that requires sponsorship to proceed. It said it understands and accepts that. From Parliament for Checkpoint, Benedict Collins.